Hey there, stranger. Oh, no need for tension. I'm just passing through. Well, probably because I'm a prisoner. Or at least I was until recently. You know that big correctional facility over east a ways? NCR was lax on security, so a bunch of us convicts are running around now. Free to run, and free to rob, apparently. That's what those powder gangers do, is rob passing folk on the road. That's because I'm not interested in playing bandit. I got a lucky break with that riot, and I'm not wasting that chance. My old cellmates are just going to get themselves killed once they piss off enough folk. NCR or bounty hunters, probably. The name's Whitmire. Not like it matters. I'm preparing to move south. There's a source of rad-free water here, which is worth its weight in gold. Plus, the geckos provide plenty of meat. Between the meat and the vegetation growing around here, I won't be starving soon. Running low on meds, though. Well, things are tense up in town. I'm worried that strolling up there in this uniform will get me shot. You're offering your help? Just like that. I can't pay you, but if you still want to help, I could use a change of clothes. A set of leather armor should do for my trip south. Mighty kind of you, stranger. I'll be here then.
What the hell is your problem?
You looking to buy some supplies? Can do. Another satisfied. Take it easy now. You looking to buy some supplies? Can do. Another satisfied. Take it easy.
Sticking around, stranger? Well, good to see. You know, I said I didn't have any money, but I might have a way to repay you. It's a little kit I used back when I was on the chain gang. Well, it's mostly a bundle of dynamite fuses and some instructions. You can use it to adjust the length of your dynamite's fuse, as long as you've got the tools on hand. Well, I suppose I ought to start making my way down to the Long 15 then. Thanks for everything, stranger. Oh, and one last thing. I saw some guys from the prison snooping around that old skydiving place. Didn't seem like they were looking for a mark, though. I remember them being among the more trustworthy men in the clink, too. You can investigate, I suppose. Well, happy trails, and good luck, stranger.
Hey. Damn. Wouldn't mind having one of those little flying robots myself. Any lawman that comes after me won't have it easy. Any lawman that comes after me...
Hello? My name's Lau. And here's my Johnny. It'll help me to pop cats in the asses of any busters who try to square up with me. I've only shot one problem with it, but still. I heard to put down Bessie. She was the closest thing to chicken love I've felt in a long while. But she got the hepatitis C. They used to raise chickens, but they were all killed by the chicken.
Me won't have it easy. Never gets old when something blows up.
Hold it right there. Keep it calm and civil, and so will we. What's your business here? Who the hell told you about... Never mind. If you didn't open fire on us immediately, then you're not with Eddie. Since you're not with Eddie's crew, then I got a job offer for you. Some risk, but should be manageable as long as the boys at the correctional facility don't want to gut you on sight. I need you to investigate the nearby prison. You hear of anything that threatens their position there, report back to me. You might have to do some busy work for them before they'll trust you with anything that could threaten their position. But once you hear of anything potentially useful, report back to me for your payment and the second part of the job. Anything you need to know? I'll answer what I can, then. Name's Ramirez. My crew and I are out here on a job, for which I'm subcontracting you. Lyle and Jefferson? They're trustworthy. That's all you need to know. We've known each other for a long time. Potential mutinies, worries about NCR reprisals, cholera in the water supply, anything that weakens their position in that prison. Anything that could convince Eddie's men to abandon him. Because then they'll be open to joining up with us. All right, we'll be here waiting.
Damn, running low on smokes again. Prim's got some new sheriff watching over the town now.
Look at you. Walking in here like you're one of us. Don't you know this is Powder Ganger territory? This is, or was, the Big House. New California Republic Correctional Facility. Not much correcting went on here, just slave labor. One day, us prisoners decided to liberate ourselves. Killed the warden, killed the guards, took over the whole damn territory. That'll be Eddie. You can usually find him sitting in the warden's old chair up in the main building. Well, I don't know. Depends on if you can make it worth my time. 100 caps sounds right to me. All right, you can go on in. Can't guarantee your safety, though. Just saying. Yeah, whatever.
Grim's got some new sheriff.
Dawes said he let somebody in. So you going to give me a reason not to kill you and throw your body back outside? This is Powder Ganger territory, my territory. Most of the guys around here understand that. One, Chavez doesn't. Chavez formed his own crew and have been hitting traitors on their own. Everybody I've sent after him either got killed or weren't able to catch him. That leaves you. What do you say? Chavez is the ringleader. Without him, his crew will fall apart, and I don't give a shit about those guys. Good. Chavez and his boys were last seen south of here. If you're lucky, and he's careless, he might still be there. Why do you care? Answer, you shouldn't. I don't feel like trading life stories. The NCR called it a work-release prison. We lucky prisoners got the privilege of fixing up the rail lines and blasting rock for new lines. They got sloppy, though. Some of us managed to hide away some dynamite, and look who's in charge now. It was all Cook's idea. He and his boys managed to swipe some dynamite and hide it away in their cells. The rest of us just tagged along. Cook's crew headed north while the rest of us stuck around for payback. One mean son of a bitch. Really truly hates the NCR for some reason. And he got a lot of the other guys around to his way of thinking. He and his crew went north. I heard talk about some sort of big plan to get back at the NCR, but haven't seen them since. Yeah, get out of here.
What are you looking at? I keep an eye on my buddy Eddie. Anybody messes with him and I scramble them real good. Dynamite. Lots and lots of dynamite. You should have seen the body parts flying everywhere. Uh-huh.
Morning.
Haven't seen a decent caravan come
Think
off
that
the road
roller
in
coaster and
days.
premise still about the death clause north of here? Could have sworn I saw some great cons the other day. Morning.
Steer clear of the Mojave Post. NCR troopers all over the place down there.
Hello?
Morning.
Prim's got some new sheriff watching.
Prim's got some new sheriff watching over the town now. You just walked into the wrong camp, my friend. Hand over everything you've got and we might let you live. That's nothing new. Am I supposed to be impressed? Letting you just walk away isn't how it works, I'm afraid.
Hey!
You just walked into the wrong... That's... All right. Pickings were getting slim around here anyway. I got the message. You won't see me around these parts again.
Hey,
What? I'm happy you cleared that up for me, but we've got another situation to worry about. There's a merchant hanging around near the prison. Something feels funny about him, and I want you to deal with him. Shake him down if he's legit, but if not, take him out. Most people already know we run this territory and are usually in a hurry to get out. Not this guy. It's like he wants us to come get him. Yeah, get out of here.
Hello.
Better be careful around these parts. I hear there's powder gangers around and dangerous for merchants like me. Well, you see, Fuck. I'm really a bounty hunter trying to catch some powder gangers, but they probably saw through me just like you did. I've been hanging around hoping to ambush some of them, but haven't had any success. Not a whole gang or anything, just 2, maybe 3. I was a caravan guard, so I know how to handle a gun pretty well. Yeah, was a stupid idea anyway. See you around.
Prim's got some new sheriff watching over the town now.
What? Good. Had him figured for NCR, one of the Rangers maybe. Anyway, speaking of the NCR, I need you to take a walk down to Prim. The NCR hasn't raised hell over our breakout, and I want to find out why. They're up to something, I can feel it. I know the NCR has troops near Prim, so talk to the locals and find out if any of those troops are going to be coming our way. Yeah, get out of here.
Prim's got some new sheriff watching over the town now.
Have any news for us? Really now? Surprised Eddie cares about NCR reprisals all of a sudden. Good he's so worried, though. That means the rest of his boys are worried, too. If Eddie's crew has an imminent attack on their mind, it shouldn't be too hard to use that fear to our benefit. The smart ones, at least, will know their odds of defeating an army aren't good. They know they'd have better odds moving elsewhere. Eddie and his sycophants seem so convinced that their big bad fortress was invincible to all assault. It's why there's still so many of them hanging around there. Like those chain link fences could keep out a gecko. let alone an army. Myself, I got as far away as possible after the riot. That's no fortress. It's a goddamn tomb. Good, because now we're gonna poach the local talent. Fear of NCR reprisal will get those powder gangers to flee the prison. From there, we'll recruit them to our crew. So go to that prison and convince them that desertion is their only course of survival. If needed, exaggerate. Tell them there's a grand army on the way to wipe them out. Once you've convinced them to leave, send them our way. Fair enough. Fair enough. My crew and I were convicts ourselves. After the prison break, we fled north. Ended up joining with a mercenary group. Now this is the same group that's interested in recruiting more men from the prison. It's a better use of manpower than just letting NCR wipe them out. If you're looking for the full story, I can tell you more once the job is done and, well, we're somewhere safer. Your suspicion is understandable, but not necessary. I'll tell you everything when the job is done. For now, trust me when I say I won't be putting these men to ill use. There's enough rapists and raiders in the waste as is. Back before Eddie declared us to be shot on sight, we started chatting up his crew to get them to join us. One of them, a man named Krieger, seemed pretty interested to our offers. I'd start with him.
Prim's got some new sheriff watching over the town now.
I don't know you. There a reason we're talking? Does he now? I thought Eddie ran him off because he didn't appreciate him poaching his crew. Still, I wouldn't say no to a ticket out of here. I'm in. Okay, before Ramirez and his buddies were kicked out, we started passing the word around, seeing who here felt like they had to get the fuck away before NCR came back meaner than ever. Plenty of shitheads here feel invincible, but not all of them are thick-headed. I've rounded up a crew who'd be willing to join up, and I've got ideas on how to get more. See, what's keeping most folk around here are the walls, the supplies, and the doctor. I can convince them that the walls ain't worth shit, but if you can handle the rest, we'd have a much bigger crew for the trek out. Not really. Hannigan barely qualifies as a medic, but that makes him better at it than anyone else here. Plenty of guys stuck around just to have someone to patch up their wounds. Hannigan himself stays here because he figures it's the safest place around. Convince him otherwise, and he'll join. It's more of an issue of who keeps track of supplies. Carter's a quartermaster here, for lack of a better term. He keeps the men stocked with small luxuries like smokes and cards. A lot more of us than you'd think would join just for that. He fancies himself a salesman, so you should try to convince him he'd be economically better off with us, or whatever. I'll get my men ready while you do that. Be careful, because I'm pretty sure that Eddie's not going to take kindly to you gutting his crew. Once we make our move and word reaches him, your warm welcome here will vanish fast.
Prim's got some new sheriff.
It's about time a new customer showed up around here. I was getting sick of dealing with the same faces all the time. If I don't have anything you like, well, tough. I don't do special orders. Thanks. I was always the guy who could get things, if you know what I mean. Figured I might as well keep on doing it. I worked in a casino in New Reno. One of the pit bosses decided he didn't like me. Framed me over some caps, and I ended up in here. This is where the NCR sent prisoners to reform through hard labor. I never saw much reforming around here myself. Don't have any other place to go. I'd just end up back in another prison or dead out in the wasteland. I've got it pretty good here, all things considered. I could do better somewhere with more trade, but that would be a pretty big risk. 500 caps worth of risk. Enough money to start over fresh, I'd say. I don't want to get shot! I'll leave with Krieger, that's for sure.
Any law... Heard there was a new face around. I'm the doctor around here. Sort of. I was an NCR medic for 6 months, so I'm not exactly a doctor. Still, it's more medical training than any of the other guys here. It also gives me an excuse to stay out of any raiding parties. The gang can't lose its only doctor now, can it? Medical supplies go for a decent amount of caps in the right markets. I figured the quartermaster wouldn't notice any missing. I was wrong. Let's see. I've been a farmhand, a bouncer, a bandit, and an NCR trooper. I don't recommend any of them. The location by the highway makes it a good spot to shake down any travelers passing through. That's why Eddie and the rest are still around. Me, I like having big walls between myself and the wasteland. One night, there was a big explosion from the other cell block. I had no idea what was going on, so I took cover in my bunk. When it was all over, the guards were dead and we were free. Most of the other prisoners scattered, but a few of us stuck around, obviously. Krieger's at it again. I see. I'll tell you what I told him. We got walls, we got guards, and we got dynamite. I even get to skip the dirty business of raiding thanks to my medical training. Why should I risk it out in the wastes? You may have a point there, and if my skill set becomes standard among these men, there goes my safety cushion. No way I'm sticking my neck out on raiding parties. All right, I'll tell Krieger I'm in.
Hey!
Hello.
Grim's got some new sheriff watching over the town now.
We doing this? Okay, I'll gather up everyone and we'll make a quick exit. Where are we supposed to meet Ramirez anyway? Got it. We'll meet you there.